Well, good afternoon. Back on the Polara. I recently changed the leaf springs on this thing because the original springs were all ready to sag. They were sagging. They were too low, too loose. So I put these springs on, which are not the right ones. Obviously, they're not the correct ones because it moved the rear end back like an inch. The segment on these springs is 21 inches. It's 21 inches on this spring here, and they are the 983 and 982 springs, which are also longer. I think the rear segment is 35. So I put them on, took the rear end loose, put new shocks. Here are the new springs. You could see them there. And I put some relocating shim on the top right there. You could see it. That has two holes on it. One that's 1.5 inches and one that's 1 inch. So I used the 1 inch hole. And it moved the rear end forward. Thus centering the wheel here, because you could see the wheel was farther back. You could see it centered about right here, and it just didn't look right. It didn't look right. So put these springs. These are from Mopar Performance. They're the regular springs, but I did not like the ride. It was just way too stiff. You can see how this perch here is angled back a lot. And so I sent out the other springs to get them re-arched, and they're not back yet. In the meantime, I went ahead and ordered those. Those are super stock springs. These have, of course, these are A-body springs, which the segment is 20-inch front, and I think it's 34 on the back. I also had to get these brackets here. I got these from Mancini, and those are going to make up the difference, you know, for the length of the spring. So I don't know how the car's going to ride with this. This is the 003, and that's the 002 right here. I don't know how high it's going to be. If it ends up being a little bit high, then we'll put lowering blocks on it. But this car's too nice not to, you know, for it to be riding the way it was. The reason why I replaced the original springs or removed them, because I put these center lines on, and the top edge of the quarter panel is making contact with the tire. Right in this area right here, you could see where it scratched the tire pretty good. But anyway, let's put these super stock springs on. It should be easy. All the bolts and hardware is loose. It's brand new, not loose. They're brand new though. It should be easy to remove them and install those brackets, install those springs with the shocks, and we'll see what happens. All right, let's get to work. All right, I took the springs off already. Didn't take too long. These are the P4452 983. and 982 on the right side. And I'm replacing with super stock springs. I already put the brackets on the front. I put it on the lower, the top bolt. Actually, it'll make it a little bit lower on the back end. So that's where we're at. We're running out of daylight, so hopefully I can get this done here within the next half hour. Get it going. If I don't get done, I'll probably just finish it tomorrow and take it for a test drive afterwards. Anyway, let's get back to work. All right, back on the Polara. It got kind of dark on me yesterday, so I'm back at it today. Got off work. Try to get off work a little bit earlier, but I got the shackles on. I got the shorter springs, and I put the brackets on. Both of them are on already. The brackets for the shorter front segment. I got these from Mancini. You could see those right there. So I put it on the lower bolt right here, so it actually lowers it down. But I'm almost done with this. Hopefully I'll be able to drive it tonight. Just gotta put the bottom plate for the shock mount, tighten up the U-bolts, and put the shocks on. We'll be set. All right, let's get to work. Okay, one thing I do want to mention, you can see the angle of this perch with the shorter rear segment. The other springs, even without any load, the perch was way at an angle, reversed angle here. So there was no play or give on it, and that's what made it the real stiff ride. I don't want to bore you with me tightening up a bunch of bolts. Once I get the rear end done, I'll get back and you could see what it looks like. All right, back on the Polara. I got the springs put in. These are, you could see where the shackle is actually not pointing backwards, it's pointing a little bit forward. The new shocks are in. I left this extra piece here for the on the what do you call these, the U-bolts, just in case I have to lower it. I could actually have room to put the lowering blocks right in here. But that's about it. I hope it works good. I did put the new brake line on there. I bled the brakes. I actually put a new master cylinder in it. I haven't taken the shoes apart. These are the two-piece. It's a two-piece axle, so I have to get the puller out. But this is what the brackets look. I don't know if you could see that right there. That's the brackets that extend the mounting point for the shorter segment on the springs. And you could see where the tire is kind of centered now. And these are the other springs here, by the way. These are brand new Mopar springs, both of them left and right side. These are I'm gonna be putting them on eBay, see if anybody wants to pick them up. Local pickup, because these are expensive to ship. There's the part numbers there on both of them. And these are the two relocators I was using. I was actually using this, which is 1 inch forward, but it worked. But I just didn't like it because the actual angle of the U-bolts was this way, pointing farther back, so I didn't like that idea. What I'm going to do right now is just drop it and see how high it is, and hopefully I don't have to put the lowering blocks on there. So, but I think it's going to look good. I did send the other springs, the original springs. I sent them to some place down in Tijuana. There they have a place where they do all the springs and re-arch them and build these springs. So I sent them down there just in case I don't like how these super stock springs work. I'll just put the other ones on, and it was real easy to take them off, take those springs off and put the new ones on, because everything was, you know, new hardware, so it's not rusted or anything. Anyway, I'm gonna bring this down and we'll see how it looks. Well, there it is. It is a little bit higher. It came up like 2 inches, and I don't know. Might be a little bit too high, but I'm gonna take it for a test drive and see how it feels. It actually it is kind of tight, kind of stiff, but these right here really were hard. These were rock hard. Anyway, I'm done with this project. We'll see what else we're gonna be doing with it. I haven't used this car in a long time. I'm gonna take it out for a spin. I'm gonna clean it, wash it, and clean up some of this patina that I have. There's some other projects I got going, like there's the Pontiac there, the Roadrunner, the Nova's right there, the 70 C10. It'll be done one of these days. And of course we got the 63 F100 back there. All right, well, that's the end of this ordeal here with the leaf springs. I'll be quite honest, I don't think I'm gonna like it, but they're super stock springs with Mancini brackets on the front, so should be fine. New shocks, new shackles, new bushings, new everything back there. Anyway, give me a thumbs up if you like it. If you like this video, if you don't, give me a thumbs down. Either way, I'd like to hear from you. Tell me what you think of my projects. And can't finish this video without showing a picture of Old Glory right here. All right, guys and girls, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate you. We're gonna get back to some of the other projects here, eventually get them all running. So have a good weekend. It's Friday night, Friday evening. Have a good rest of the weekend, and be safe.